Welcome back. Our next guest comes from San Antonio, Texas. Please welcome back to the show Christopher Tijerina. He is a lead agent with Roadrunner Realty, and he brings along a very special guest with him today. Please welcome Carlos Pena for the first time on the show. He is the owner of Cappy Media. Christopher and Carlos, welcome.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks to be back.
Nice to have you back. Christopher, I'll start with you. I know that obviously your job, you are helping people all the time sell their homes. What would you say is maybe the most important piece in getting the home sold?
Oh, there's a whole process that I like to take people through to prepare the home for the market. And each little step is crucial and important. We usually start off with doing some packing and decluttering. It is important that prospective buyers can see the home and not the contents of the home. But then we move into depersonalizing so they can envision their own family in the property. And then we move on to things like painting the dark colors and the bright colors to appeal to the masses. We move and adjust furniture and lighting so that each room looks open and spacious. And then we move into things like the big, clean, dirty homes and smelly homes do not sell very well, obviously. And then ending up with landscaping. I really like my first wow to be in the car when the buyers pull up. Green grass, plants, flowers, and landscaping, that's what gets a home ready to sell.
Okay. Now, once you do that entire process, right, you get the home all ready to go, you've got that wow factor, what happens next?
Oh, well, all that hard work can be for nothing if you can't get people to see the home. So the next big crucial step is getting good quality pictures and video done so that when people are searching for homes online, and everybody looks at homes online now,
right.
Then they can get interested enough to schedule a showing and actually walk through the home. Okay. We have a saying in real estate, you can't sell it if you can't show it.
Okay, that's a good saying. So Carlos, what is the process that goes into creating good quality media for the types of homes that Christopher is looking to sell?
There's quite a process for it. So he's already covered much of it with regards to the home, prepping the home, getting it staged and cleaned up and touched up. Once that's done and the photographer comes on site, then you can take a couple extra steps with regards to the home. So some things you want to look for: lighting. All too often we go into a home and it has cool lighting in the dining room and warm lighting in the kitchen. When you're photographing that space, the two lights don't blend very well. So that can inhibit you from capturing that good media. So you want to kind of walk through the home, make those type of changes, and just make sure it's completely ready. Once that's done, then the next step is really to sit down with the realtor and the homeowner and get together a game plan of what is the realtor looking to showcase in the home. Ask the homeowner, what was it that really caught your eye? Maybe it's the sun setting right in the backyard looking out there. Maybe it's the sunrise from the front porch when you're drinking your cup of coffee. Get an idea of what was it that sold the home in the first place, and then you can come up with a game plan for how you want to photograph the home and sell it this time around. So once that's done, the next step is to really look at the technical aspect. iPhones are great. They're all over the place. People take a lot of photos, but when you're selling, a several $100,000 home, you don't really want to photograph that with an iPhone. We use professional in cameras, which will capture the light the way that we need it to. And in certain homes, when you have high dynamic range, which means you have a really bright window but a dark living space, that's harder to capture with a lower end camera. So we use higher end cameras, and then we use a technique called HDR, which captures pictures in multiple levels of exposure, and then we layer them and combine them into one photograph, which really gives the viewer the look and feel as they would see it with their eye in person.
That sounds really, really an amazing process. What were you going to say, Christopher?
Oh, I was just so impressed that all of the technology that they have showcases the home in such a way that that's what people need sometimes when they're looking at homes from across the country or even from the other side of the world. And those are the types of things that get people excited to buy a house.
Definitely. It's almost like it really tells the unique story of that house in itself as well. Really love that. So once you do have your good quality media, then how do you get it seen? What's that process like?
Oh, this has changed a lot over the last couple of years. I was having a great conversation with a coworker of mine, and I decided that when it came to marketing and advertising, I was a bit of a dinosaur. And I really had to change my mindset and get informed and educated on social media and the platform to get things out to the masses. Now, I realized I was not an expert in this. So I had to outsource it and I had to find an expert. And by going to this guy, he's the one that really helped me make that transition to the next level.
Yeah, sometimes you have to really look at all the resources available. Back in the day, putting it just online or in a newspaper ad or magazine was wonderful. You could sell a lot of homes, and you still can today. But you really have to look at where people are. You want your content to be where they are, and they're all online. They're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. That's where they are, and that's where you need your content to be. There's a lot of misconceptions about social media, thinking, well, it's free, I'm not going to really get anything, because you get what you pay for. But with social media, there is the aspect of paid advertisement. On Facebook, you can boost a post to get it seen by more people, which in turn creates more organic growth in viewers, which is what you want to really sell that home. Even with Instagram, when we go out and we shoot a video, all too often people think, well, if I don't shoot it on my iPhone, I can't post it to Instagram. But that's just really a misconception of the technology. Once we shoot a video, we can create a version of it that's made specifically for Instagram that has content that will appeal to that small form factor of a screen, and you can still share that and sell the home through that medium.
Amazing, amazing. There really are a lot of resources, and I just like how you say there is so much you can do with social media. Some of those myths, I feel like you just debunked right there. But thank you both for taking the time to come on. Christopher, it's always great to have you. And Carlos, thank you for coming on and just giving us our insight in what you do. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
And stick around, American Dream. We'll be back right after this.